Hey, what's going on, fam? Hope everybody's doing fantastic out there. So today, as you've seen, we are going to continue to celebrate the Civivi 10-year anniversary. So this is one that everybody sings the praises of. Everybody says it is a fantastic blade, and I've yet to hold one. So my good buddy, Uncle Vu, Mr. Vu fam, if you guys do not know who he is, yeah, I mean, you're living under a rock, I assume. All his information will be down below. YouTube, Instagram will be down below. Definitely check him out. Give him a follow. Give him a subscribe. But he does some really cool, just shorts and other video content. Disassembly videos are on point. So anyway, he sent me this to check out because he found out I hadn't had one, and he said you definitely need to check one out. So I don't know why I haven't picked one up. It's just been one of those things where it's just one of them knives I did not ever get behind. So this is the Civivi Vision FG, modeled after the BE.EDC.NC Vision R, which I believe is modeled after a SNEX custom. I think. I'm not sure how that all works. Anyway, yeah, it's got the super lock, which reminds me a lot of the Shark Lock from Demco, which is why I wanted to take a look at it, because the Demco knives are some of my favorite. But yeah, without any more gabbing, let's go straight into this guy. So one thing you can see is why they call it the Vision, I'm assuming. It's because it has a little window there that lets you see the lock and how it works. So there you can kind of see a little bit more of that, of where you lock up at, and that's just out of the ordinary. A little bit different for you. So it is a thumb stud operation, or with the lock itself. You guys do have some speed holes, which is probably one of the reasons why I haven't picked this knife up. I'm not a big speed hole guy. I don't like the looks of this, and I think it kind of harkens back to the old the old Highway 70 days. That's going to kind of give you an idea where I'm from. But growing up, we had, everybody cruised the local highway, and the local import scene at the time, or the import scene in general at the time, started doing these speed holes in the bumpers of their Honda Civics and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I thought it was god-awful then. I still think it looks god-awful now. Again, not my taste. If it's your taste, hey, more power to you. Again, that's probably got a lot of the reason why I didn't pick one of these up. T8 hardware. This is the micarta version. This is a well-loved knife, so please bear in mind of that. This is not how they come straight out of the box, so I did want to make mention of that, but it has fared very well. Vu is not nice to his knives. He uses his stuff, so it's going to show some wear and tear. But with that being said, it's not showing a whole lot of wear or tear. Pocket clip seems to be pretty good. Civivi typical pocket clip. Your lock bar is your backspacer pretty much. You do not have a lanyard hole, but it looks like you could. Let's see. I'm trying to look at that. Yeah, you could definitely use that last hole there as a lanyard hole. Let's shine some light on the subject, why don't we? So, yeah, you could certainly use that. You got plenty of room there. So yeah, deep carry pocket clip. All of your screws are done pretty well. Don't really see a whole lot there. So one of your pocket clip screws is your mounting screw. Sorry, I realized I wasn't in frame. So one of your last pocket clip screw there, your last pocket clip screw is the pin screw or the barrel screw. Take a look at all of our hardware. So that is a fantastic job there. Oh, that's right. It's T6 hardware on the pocket clip. And the pivot screw is done very well. Your T6s done very well. Yep, so no issues there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the blade. So one of my favorite blade shapes is the kind of the reverse tanto, Warncliffey, sheepfooty. I mean, I would consider this technically a sheep's foot because it does have some curvature there, but then because this juts straight down, you may consider that a reverse tanto. Yeah, I guess, you know, we could argue that point. But so taking a look at the blade, again, the coating seems to be pretty good, and that may just be some wear in the coating from where it has met the bench a few times, maybe. Because I do know that this knife has met the bench, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Anytime he does his little short videos, he will throw the knife into a wooden, looks like a park bench or something like that. But not a lot of billboarding going on here. On the backside, you do have the Design by Snex. Really nice flat grind, almost full height. You do have a little bit there, but pretty much full height. Really nice finger tool. Really good sharpening tool. So your plunge grind does end a little late, ends about right there, but full flat grind does well. Grinds look to be really good. Civivi's really good with that. Tip is straight. Let me just look at it in my naked eye here. Yeah, trying to get it to focus. These reverse tanto or Warncliffe blades are always a little more difficult to get a good view of the tip there. So again, this is a used knife, so I'm just going to check and see. That's pretty damn sharp still. Like I said, I know Vu has used this thing quite a bit, but it is still pretty doggone sharp. Testament to Civivi. Now this is Nitro V, if I'm not mistaken. These guys run $80. You can pretty much guarantee they're going to be $80. I haven't seen them on sale much, if at all. But you know, that's another reason. I like the design. I really like the knife in general. But if I'm going up to that, close to that $100 price point, I'm looking for a little bit more. Again, that's just me. Now let me zoom back in because we're going to talk about that vision part. So there you can see that hole there. So you can actually see how the knife locks up. So you can see there. So you can see that lock bar going into that notch in the blade, and that's what locks up your knife. So you can see that. Try to do it in slow motion. So pretty interesting stuff there. I do like that. I think that's a really interesting touch that they put on there. Action is really good. I do like the action. I think I might like the Vision R more, or perhaps a I don't know, maybe a mid-tier on this one. I know they offer it in Ultim. I don't know how I would feel about the Ultim, although it would probably be cool to be able to see a little bit more of how that lockup works. But fantastic. I mean, fantastic little knife. I mean, you really can't argue with it. It is a great blade. Like I said, it's just one reason or another, mostly the speed holes, the other part's the price as to why I've never picked one up. But, you know, the hype is real. It's a really nice knife. Ergonomic as all get out. It's hard to screw up a square handle, but it's for all intents and purposes a square handle. You got a really nice choke up point that keeps your finger away from the edge, so you don't really have any fear of that. I don't miss the jimping. So I don't care that it doesn't have any jimping there. Yeah, it might be a deal breaker for some, but it doesn't bother me. Not choked up. It feels fine. You don't feel the lock because of where it lands in the hand. So I mean, you don't really feel it. Civivi pocket clips are always fantastic. You don't feel that at all. Yeah. Fantastic little knife. Like I said, I don't know why I've not picked one up. But yeah, it's definitely one you should have in your collection. I'll probably get one now that I've got to fidget with one for a week or so. Again, Vu, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry I've had the knife for so long. between work and everything else I got going on, it's taking me forever to get this video done. So, yeah, like I said, I'll probably end up getting one. I like to see maybe what other options I have as far as handle materials and things like that are concerned. Maybe I'll take a look at them at Blade Show here in a couple of weeks and see if one of them really strikes me while I'm there. Maybe get it for a little cheaper than 80 bucks. We'll see. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching. Again, thank you, Uncle Vu, for letting me take a look at this knife. And, you know, if you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, anything like that, y'all let me know. You know, I'll try to continue pumping these videos out for as long as I can. As I've stated in some other videos, we've got my 1,000 subscriber celebration coming sooner than I thought. I've kind of hit a plateau there for a while, but I've started gaining a few subs over the last couple of days. So if that continues, then we will be doing that celebration live stream again sooner rather than later. And we'll be doing those collection videos as well. But guys, I really appreciate y'all again. As always, be kind, be humble, be EDC. Take care.